pardon me. There's your pile of wood here. It's not as big as it was when we unloaded it. I've split a bunch by hand, but there's still plenty more. The splitter is underneath the deck here, as is the hitch that you're gonna need on the truck, but the truck's not here, so I didn't want you to have to back it into the driveway because it's the hardest thing. This way you won't have to back it at all. You'll just be able to come over here, park the truck somewhere close to it, and then back this up, pull this out. It's very light. You can pull it around by hand, so you can pull it over to the truck. You don't have to get the truck anywhere close to the house. In fact, don't, because it doesn't fit underneath the deck here. So you're just gonna wheel this out as is. I'm gonna go through the startup procedure, and really it's pretty easy. There's only a couple of things you need to know, but I'm not gonna be here with you, so I'll show you right away. This is a horizontal and vertical splitter. You want to be splitting vertically. That means that you will just pull on this lever here and pull up on the whole mechanism. I'm gonna sit the camera down and try, because I actually didn't try it myself yet. Maybe you can see there, I don't know. Yeah, it just goes vertically when you pull that pin out. But you have to remember to, I guess, lock that down before you drive anywhere. Well, maybe it doesn't lock. I can't tell if it does or doesn't. It doesn't seem to go into any sort of locking position, so no worries on that. Yeah. Anyway, that's why. Yeah, it does. Okay, I see. Anyhow, I don't know if you can see any of that, but that's all. It's a little bit heavy, but you just pull this pin out and rotate it, and now you can just lift it up and above. I don't think it was locked in while I was driving, so it was making a whole bunch of noise, but it was because this wasn't in the groove. Anyhow, that makes it go vertically, and so this whole thing will be like this, and you can put a log right up on the standard here, and you don't have to lift anything very high at all. Okay, hopefully that makes a good bit of sense. It looks like this is the retention pin for once it is vertical. That will keep it vertical. You will have to remember, again, to put it back horizontal to take it over to the yard. All right, next we have the startup procedure. There's a couple of things here. There's a fuel switch, which is the bottom one here, and it points to on being over here. So you turn the fuel switch on, and when you're done, you turn it off. When you're done splitting, you turn it off. This is the choke right here, so you choke that, and you turn on the on switch. So 3 things, basically. And this here, I believe, is the throttle, but I'll check that out in a second. I'm just gonna get it started by pulling it right now. I think I'll just hold it in place and pull. Yep, that was the throttle, and I just killed it. But that, you see the choke, I moved it back over. It started up on first pull. I'm going to try again now that it's not choked. I'll choke it again, I guess. And when you're all finished, you turn off the fuel too, okay? It's that simple. So basically, when you get here, it's just gonna be, put the truck out there, and it doesn't need to be hooked up right away. In fact, it can't be, because you'll come over here and just pull this thing out by hand. I'm telling you, it's very light, and I pulled it by grabbing onto this handle and just pulling. See, it just rolls along real easy by the jack stand. You'll pull it out, you can get it as close to that wood pile as possible, split all of that wood. Don't need to stack it or anything, just split it and throw it in a pile there. And after that's all split up, You hook it up to the truck, take it down there to the yard, split all that stuff, cut up the stuff on the ground, split up the rest of it, and then return this to from whence it came. And that should do it. Thanks for your help. I'll see you soon.